live here at Matty Fish. So guys, some things have changed a little bit around here. Some other decisions have been made. I know I've been going back and forth about what to do with that cube. I think I finally decided that I'm just going to go ahead and set it up. I'm going to re-water test it, put some filtration back on it, see if I can fit my other sump under it. I don't know if I can or can't. If I can, I will. If I can't, we're going canister. Probably going to stick with some FXs. But anyways, still on the fence about what fish I'm going to put into that cube when I set it back up. I'm either going to do probably one of two things. First option, I think that it would be awesome to do some sugar sand in there, some nice driftwood, and take these silver dollar dithers out of here, get a couple more, put them over there, and then maybe do a couple different, like a pair of geos, male and a female, a pair of Honduran red points, male and a female, something of that nature, some South or Central American cichlids, and then a fire eel. That's option one. Just kind of branch out. Or option two, we stick with the theme. And we further separate our African cichlids out until we can get these guys into over 300 gallons one day. So that would entail taking the peacocks and the obies that are in here, out of here. So there's really not that many in here. So you have the obie, you have your ruby red peacock up there, you have your fairy cichlid here, and then you have the midnight peacock over here as well. Those are the peacocks that are here in this tank that would move if I did that. And then, you know, obviously we're probably going to get some more peacocks. Might even, for the time being, take the female peacocks that are in the other tank out, put them in there, make it a full peacock tank, make the other tank just Victorians and Mbunas. So that's a pretty versatile option. Like, in a perfect world, guys, I'd do both, but I still live in an apartment, so I don't have the space to particularly add another large tank right now. Trying to err to the side of caution when it comes to that. But, you know, I mean, those are the options, guys. So let me know in the comments below what you think, what you would like to see to this channel. Either one's going to be fine by me. Like, this is what's in my head. You know, I'm just trying to see what the viewer appeal is here and what, you know, you guys might want to see first. Because eventually, when I have the time and the space and albeit the money as well, everything that I kind of want to bring to this channel will come to this channel. It's just, you know, it's going to come in Johnny Cash fashion at first, one piece at a time. You know, I'm building my Cadillac here, so to speak. Because, you know, we're not all rich or billionaires. So, you know, this is also one of those hobbies where you kind of build over time. So, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some of the other new things that have been going on in these tanks. Let me get you around. We're going to start with the shrimp and guppy tank first, not to be boring or anything like that. Also, I still haven't moved Fry Guy back out to the 112. I think I'm going to continue to wait on that a little bit. I just wanted to put on just like another maybe quarter-inch, half-inch in size. So like a couple weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. We'll see. I mean, I could probably risk it, but I'm a little protective of this fish. It's my original fry, hence Fry Guy. And if you've been watching this channel long enough, you guys remember seeing the evolution of him, how he actually came up in the jungle when all these fish behind me were together in the cube that I was talking about setting back up. But anyways, let's talk about the guppies and the shrimp real quick. It seems like I've had some shrimp die off. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But let me turn you around here. All right. Guppy and shrimp tank. Everything's doing well. Water's great. You know, to be honest, guys, I don't do water changes on this tank, which is the way it should be if it's set up properly. However, I do add just a tiny bit of flourish for these plants. And I think that because I'm not doing water changes, that I may have reached the level of where I kind of need to do a small water change if I want to add more flourish, because it seems like I'm having some shrimp die off. And the metals and minerals that this provides back to a fish tank, it's not harmful in certain levels to shrimp, but you know, shrimp can be sensitive, and in larger quantities, it can be harmful to the shrimp, and I think that's why I'm having some die off right now. We've got a couple more females in here, so hopefully these guys will, you know, kind of figure it out and start producing more babies, and our females won't get so exhausted. But that's what's going on here in the shrimp and guppy tank. I'm sorry that there's a little bit of glare. I should have cleaned this glass first. There's a little biofilm on it, and that's why it's not completely focused. But while we're over here, let's go to the 112. All right. So everybody doing brilliantly here in the 112. So this is kind of what I was talking about. There are the female peacocks still. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, please. But if you've been following along, you'll know that there are these female peacocks that are in here that I've been talking about moving. I just haven't yet. We have this female Obi right here. I don't think I would ever get rid of her. I kind of want to see if I could breed her with either my orange blotch Obi that's in here, or with the maybe the midnight peacock that's over there. That might produce some interesting Obies. We'll see. But that female peacock, there's this unknown female peacock. I think it's a sunshine hybrid of sorts. Not fully sure. One of these peacocks, I believe it's this one, this female, that's definitely a sunshine female. The other one's kind of a hybrid though. And then there's one more back here. Not sure what female that is either. So again, guys, I'm on the fence about if we do set up over in the cube there, whether we would keep those females around or not. Just purely because I don't want to be producing fish if I don't know what I'm producing. And I don't want to wait months to find out I'm producing something that just not going to be a great combination, or is kind of frowned upon, as some of y'all know that are, you know, members of the cichlid community, etc., so forth. A lot of people don't take too kindly to certain types of hybrids, things like that. So I try to keep things all natural. So here's our 3-spot torpedo. He's putting on some decent size. Still nowhere near enough to go over to the big boy tank where eventually he's going to live. But, you know, he'll get there eventually. Our Polit cichlid, he's been showing his mask quite a bit more. He's got a little bit of it on right now. There we go. I'm not sure. Hold on, guys. I think I might have something on my lens. Sorry for this. It just doesn't want to focus. All right. So our Polit cichlid has been putting more of his mask on. It's been coming and going less frequently. Can't wait to see him colored up. I'm trying to get a better caption of him with his mask on. He's very shy about it, as I've been saying. Continues to put it down. This thick barred Chitimba, a little fired up this week. Got some nicer blues going on. And everybody else in this tank is pretty much, you know, par for the course of where they have or haven't been. This Hongi, getting a little bit brighter this week as well. And as you see, this Polit cichlid and this red top Hongi right here, a couple of the smaller fishes in the tank, but once they start to catch up in size to some of these other guys, gonna put on some really beautiful colors and displays. Can't wait to show you guys that when it comes. But so that's kind of what's going on in here this week. Everything else still kind of running fine and dandy. Haven't changed this out for a canister filter yet. It's still just my polishing. I think though, if I'm going to go set up that cube, that I want to take care of that before I take care of this. Because right now it's not an issue other than the aesthetic portion with this big giant funnel coming down into the water. So let's go back to the big boy tank right quick. All right. So what's new in here? Obviously, let's begin with what is blatantly obvious. I've added some sand. So I did this for a couple reasons, you guys. One, if you've been following and watching my previous videos, you've noticed that these guys have kind of built this little mountain here among this rock pile. and a lot of my egg crate that is underneath to protect the glass was kind of constantly exposed, and I was getting a little tired of constantly seeing the egg crate exposed. As you can see, there's a little bit exposed down in there, but that's really not that bad because it's not visible from the front, so it's not taking away from the aesthetic as it was prior to, in my opinion. The other thing is that, I think I needed to kind of replenish. Wow, look at our tangerine tiger. He's really fired up right now. But I needed to replenish some of the calcium deposits in this tank. Originally, my pH was hovering beautifully 8.2 to 8.4. This past week, when I checked out my pH, it was about a 7.8, 7.9. I just kind of wanted to get back over that 8 range and get it back to what these guys have been used to. And I haven't tested it yet, but I'm certain that adding 25 pounds of aragonite to this has done that trick. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I certainly notice a difference in the coloration of some of these fish. Let's get into that for now. So, this guy, our tangerine tiger, super fired up the last couple days. I threw a short up of him and the VC10 doing the dance together. I'm for sure that this is our boss right now. One guy that's really been pushing, look how beautiful that fish is, though, guys. Just a beautiful display of power. A couple guys that have really been pushing their way through, though. Where is our tetrastigma? He's over here. He's not quite as dark as he was last night. Last night he was really kind of doing the dance with the VC10 and our tank boss, the tangerine tiger. Really, really dark and some colors coming in last night. I think he kind of got put back in his place, but he's definitely trying to make a move. Our midnight peacock has been making some moves. As you can see, he's got a lot of nice electric and dark blues in him right now. Our buco doing really well. Got some good color going on, even though we've only had him a couple weeks, and he's still got a long way to go. Our silent tilapia right here, really popping off. Everybody is just really, really popping off with the addition of the extra aragonite to raise up this pH. I really think it's made a very nice difference, even though it's only been about 36 hours. So our star sapphire here, getting a lot of really, really nice chipping. Everybody, I mean, he's been fired up. Our OGs, everybody doing really, really well, guys. So I know I said I was going to do our fish featurette video on Brody, our Taiwan reef here, which I have not done yet. I'm very sorry for that, guys. I got a little busy earlier this week, and, well, life happens. So I'm going to try and get that up for you guys coming on Monday or Tuesday. And then I think I've already determined the next one after that. I think we are going to probably do it on our VC10, which I'm looking for him. There he is. We'll probably do, after Brody, we'll probably do it on the VC10. Very interesting backstory as to how that fish got its name. And then when we do that one, I think we're also going to do a combination and do our next fish naming video. So that'll be after we do our featurette on Brody, the Taiwan reef cichlid. Also, guys, when I have the time to in the very near future, I would really, really, really like to do a little bit of a progression video of some of these fish that have been around for a long time. Some of you guys may remember when some of these guys were just a couple inches long and had absolutely zero color to them, and how much progress they have made in about the last, about 9 months now that I've had the majority of these fish. But, I think that would be a really cool thing to look back on and show the progression. I would like to do for individual fish, but that's obviously going to take a lot of time. I might just do tank progression first, and then we can branch into individual fish progression. We'll see kind of what happens there, guys. Well, sorry, guys. This is just a short live stream this week. Just kind of wanted to talk about what was going on. Didn't want to skip Sunday swim on y'all. So, guys, if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share. we're at almost, we're approaching the 1,000 subscriber mark a lot faster than I thought we were going to once we passed 500, guys. But we still need to get that watch time up, guys. So please like, subscribe, share, comment, everything you can. Let's get this channel monetized. We are getting very, very close. And then we can start putting some of that money back into this channel and bringing you guys bigger, better things. One last thing real quick. Finally, I got under here and made it a little bit more organized. I was pretty lazy on that. So for those of you machine heads out there, we can take a quick look at the guts and mechanics of this tank, so to speak. So there you go. 2 big FX6 canister filters, and one of them has UV light on it as well. So that's going to be your main filtration for this tank. Well, guys, I appreciate all the love and support and the continued love and support, guys. We are getting really close. Let's continue on this journey and get to the next level together, guys. Thank you very much for everything that you guys do. Have a great Sunday evening, and I will see you guys next Sunday for the next edition of the Live Sunday Swim. Again, be on the lookout for the featurette video this week, and there may be a potential collab coming up soon. So more details on that to follow if we can get that set in stone. Thank you guys. Have a great week.